I think probably the biggest lesson that I learned from my father was kind of the golden rule of treating customers. So treating customers the way you would like to be treated. When your name's on the building, it feels like you have to work a little bit harder and make sure that you are treating the customers right. At its core, we build trucks. We build trucks and vans, we install snow plows, and accessories and bodies for the work truck industry. Messer Truck and Van was started by my great-grandfather, Walter A. Messer. And so in 1899, he started a blacksmith shop on the Portland waterfront and called it W.A. Messer Company. And it was a small enterprise for the first few years. And then with the advent of motor vehicles, started to design and build his own moving vans and flatbeds. And then it evolved into truck equipment. And so my grandfather got involved after World War II in 1947 and worked alongside his father. And then my father got involved in the 70s. And then I got invited back in 2003 to come work for my father.
And having Jeff tell us stories of when he was a kid here working with his grandfather, who was the second generation owner. Oh, I used to clean that when I was a kid, and oh, I used to climb that wall and change that light bulb over there. There's so much to it. It's very much like being in Jeff's house in a lot of ways.
As a truck equipment upfitter, we have to have relationships with manufacturers because we aren't manufacturing the products, we are installing them on the trucks and then customizing them and building a package for our customers. And so you have to have a special relationship with that manufacturer, and Fisher is one of those top relationships that we have in that it's a true partnership. We've been at it for, I think, over 30 years now.
Being 126 years old that we are, we have a very established customer base. We were dealing with their fathers, we've been dealing with their grandparents. And we have people come in and tell us, my grandfather has been coming here since the 60s. You can sit here and, you can read the stories, but like when you get that firsthand customer experience that, 3-4 generations deep, it really ties it all together, I feel.
You're talking to customers who've been coming here longer than I've been alive. You're always sort of at the very tail end of the story, I guess, and there's so much to it.
The night before a snowstorm, if they're predicting a big storm, you'll go out and see all the pickup trucks with the plows on the front, and the vast majority are all that Fisher yellow plow with the ink splat. Very recognizable now. You see some stainless steel ones, but it still has that ink splat on the side.
I think what Fisher means to us Mainers, you're getting a Maine-made product.
I think there's a sense of pride when you see all those Fisher plows out there that they're still built right here in Maine, and we're proud to sell them. Plow Clinic is for all of our customers that have a Fisher plow. They're invited to come in with their plow attached to their truck, and we'll inspect their plow and just make sure that it is running and ready to go for the winter.
The Plow Clinic line is a big deal. There's sort of an unspoken competition, I think, to be first in line, and I'm sure the Westbrook community is used to it at this point. When they see all the trucks lined up, they know that the Messer event is happening.
It's been amazing over the years to watch this thing grow, and at our peak, I think we did over 200 trucks.
But people do show up at 2 or 3 in the morning to be first in line for the Plow Clinic. And those are often folks who have been doing it for 3, 4, 5, 6 years. We have guys waiting in the trucks get very excited to see us all start to roll in because they know it's time. It's going to be starting soon. And then sort of opening the doors and letting the first 8 people come through. It's sort of like breaking a bottle of champagne on a ship. It's like, we did it. We're there. And it's just downhill. Easy sailing.
It gives you, I think, a good feeling that that product is still made right here in Maine, that the work ethic, that everyone sees in northern New England is on display in that snowplow, and you know that it's going to last and be ready to go when that snow does fly.